On first down, Breeze. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Von Miller able to drop him for a loss of 4. On second down, here's Breeze. And going deep for Hill. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 67 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees taking it in. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. A strong running. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here now the offense heading back out there. Now it's Miller. And an alley to run. Space to maneuver at the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Underneath for Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play for the Saints on 3rd down. 69 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But
Gronkowski's going to go. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right on what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Rodgers going to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And there's our first glimpse of Antonio Brown in this game, and he's a guy that's a threat each and every time the ball heads in his direction. Coming off the 2nd year where he led the league in receiving yards in 2017.
Yeah, 1,533, just turned 30 back in July, and no signs of this man stopping. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 3rd down. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Not. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a big-time mess on the return. He's... out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Check, check, check. 11, 11. 36.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 61 yards. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Randy Moss, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again.
26.
On first down, Rodgers. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
319.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
319.
He'll run with Miller. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And Sanders now to return. Stays on his feet. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Saints. 67 yards.
Sammy. 12. 12.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill, 26 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
319.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Portland in control of the football here to begin quarter number 2.
That's fine. Yeah.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Now Rodgers throwing on 3rd and long. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Room past the 20. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He will not go. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And now back out comes the offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Ndamukong Suh breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Saints touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Lamar Miller. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. Lamar Miller, the 30, 10, touchdown. Lamar Miller, 55 yards. Too bad. Can't win them all, though. Come back, try again. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, how about that adrenaline? First play of the game, and we have a catch that we're going to talk about probably the rest of this game and straight into the highlights.
Right out of the gate. What an effort. Now Breeze looking deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 55 yards.
But we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average attack. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 28 yards. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looks good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Telvin Smith in there to drop it for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brees. Going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees, his 2nd touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz with the extra point. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
319!
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Portland in control of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
319! 319!
Working from the gun. Rodgers dumps it complete to Miller. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Yeah, baby.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down.
Yellow waiting. Kill. 13. 21. Waiting, what's that?
They do go for it. It's Breeze. He is going to find Hill here. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
When we watch Drew Brees practice, the thing that always strikes us is after every throw he makes, he continues to go through his progressions, you know, so he gets that muscle memory. Okay, in a game, if I don't have this throw I just made, I might have this one, I might have that one. It's amazing. One of the reasons he's come out so hot today, he's already seen it happen. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And a gain there of 11 yards.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ricky Williams, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Dally, long left, Dally. Back north.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a...
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Aaron Donald in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd down, Miller. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Sanders. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they'll go on the ground. And an alley to Rupp. Lamar Miller, 30. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there. 41 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Rodgers on third down. This is caught. Gronkowski. It didn't work out this time, but there's always next time, and we'll see you next time right here. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. First down and 10 now for the Saints offense as they get ready.
11. Ready. Yellow waiting. Ready.
Breeze now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this throw will be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Sir. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. And now the offense getting set, first and 10. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Oh, he's going to take a shot and got his man complete. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill, 94 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And here now the offense heading back out there.
Here we go. 58. 319.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Taken from just outside the 30. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy. He's got daylight past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill, 91 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And his kick is right through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
58.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but it got
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Wiggles free. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And Ndamukong Suh able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Fielded at about the 28. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things,
and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ricky Williams, 14 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Khalil Mack getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And the Saints signal for another timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Kill!
They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ricky Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. What's good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally,
Lamar Miller, he's at the 50, the 30, 10,